Urban Harvest here. I want to talk to you about the dark side of leaves. Now we all know that leaves like these are beneficial to the garden. However, there is a dark side of leaves. So while the leaves being a wonderful benefit to the garden, because as they start to decompose, they'll just naturally leave all these rich nutrients behind. However, the disadvantage to using leaves is that if you use the leaves whole and not broken down, they will actually rob your soil of nitrogen. And that's mainly because in the decomposing process, it's going to be looking for nitrogen to aid the leaves in breaking down, which can become a problem if your soil is lacking nitrogen or if you have a lot of plants that require nitrogen. Because again, as those leaves begin breaking down, they're going to be looking for nitrogen and they're going to sap that nitrogen out of your soil. However, it's not a problem that we can't overcome, which either A, by amending your soil and adding more nitrogen to counterbalance it, or B, simply put, just finally chop them up so that they won't need as much nitrogen to start decomposing. Now all I'm gonna do is simply dump out a pile of leaves, and even if I have small pieces of cardboard and paper, I'll actually do the same thing. I'll just kind of leave it in there with the leaves, and then I'm going to essentially run over it with my lawnmower and catch it in my bag, and it's going to break it down. And the beauty of the simplicity of this is that I could mulch it, especially if you have a good mulching lawnmower. Mulch it, dump it, remulch it, and I could break it down super fine if I really wanted to. So check it out. Now let me show you right here. It's the first batch of leaves, so first time I ran over it right there, and as you can see, it's pretty finely chopped up, very finely chopped up. There was some paper in there, chopped the paper up as well. If I wanted to mulch it down even finer, guess what? I just go over that same pile, and I can get that pile as fine as I want it to, which will, again, depending on what you're growing, really help out. Because like I said, when you use leaves, if you use them whole, fresh leaves like so, they will actually somewhat rob your soil of nitrogen, because they'll require that nitrogen to start kind of breaking down. But look at that, almost looks like compost. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run over it one more time, because why not? Let's see what we got. Look at there, nice finely chopped up, almost looks like garden soil. I can take this, add it to my planter boxes, or I can add it to my compost pile or my compost bin. But it just, you know, another way of making a garden task simpler. You got a lawnmower, guess what? You can mulch up the leaves and chop up the leaves and make your own soil essentially. So these guys, that right there, it's gonna go in this box right here. Got some food scraps, got some mulch at the bottom, leftover mulch. Now all I'm gonna do